Hello, YouTubers, gamers, and random surfers of the interwebs. It is me, Kyle, your game tech guy. We're here to bring you a quick wrap-up of Day 3 of some of the stuff we got to see here at PAX Prime. We'll go ahead once again and get started with Mike. Some of the stuff you saw today. Go right ahead.
First thing I saw this morning was Watchdogs. It was playing on the PlayStation 4. That had the controller, everything was set up. One of the coolest features that they had for the game was they released an app game that is links up to the console game. Pretty much it's like a cat and mouse. You have one character on the PlayStation 4 playing the main character, and he's trying to get to a checkpoint. The person with the cell phone with the app downloaded controls helicopters, cop car routes, and be able to set up barricades to pop up to block the guy's path to help apprehend him. It was very awesome. Probably one of the best games I've seen so far at the convention.
Cool. Nice. JJ, some of the stuff you saw today.
I'd have to say that Badlands was probably, as far as indie games goes, my favorite one. It had an atmosphere a lot like Limbo, but more colorful.
Mm-hmm.
So it maintained that kind of darkness to it, but it was still very, very quirky in its own way.
What did they have that running on? Was it on iPad?
It was on an iPad, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And
also saw the Omni.
we saw the
What did you
Omni.
think of that?
Very cool technology out there today. The Omni was, even though we didn't get a chance to use it, it was interesting watching the guy play it in real time. I think it's another one of those things that maybe in the future, sooner or later, will be used in some way where folks can use it.
And what we probably should explain to the viewers that the Omni is a virtual reality station that you're able to run and keep in place while you have the Oculus Rift on.
Yes, so it's pretty cool. Actually detects like 360 movement, detects when you're actually sprinting opposed to just walking on the platform. So really cool stuff. It was a lot of fun to actually see somebody using it. They were playing, I don't know exactly, but it was a first-person shooter game, and it looked fantastic and was pretty flawless as far as the gameplay went. So I'm hoping that that will be what it's like when it's released, but something really exciting to keep your eye on. As JJ kind of mentioned before, we spent a little bit of time with the indie games in the PAX 10 this morning. Few of the games we played, Scapegoat 2 I didn't get to play, but I watched for quite a while. So that's a puzzle platformer, something I would really, really enjoy. Kind of a throwback, a lot of pixel art and stuff, pretty cool animations on that game. Something to keep an eye out for. We did get to play Super Avalanche. That's just kind of like a vertical platformer as well. You buy little upgrades. Me and Josh got to play a co-op mode on that where we just try to get as high as possible. Pretty fun. It was one of those things that's kind of more chaotic than anything, so it was hard to really get into it. But my favorite one, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. This game is amazing, so keep your eyes out for it when it releases. They didn't have an official release date for it, but essentially you're in a giant space station. It has different guns, shields, and then one person can actually control the ship itself. And what happens is it's a two-player co-op, so you're extremely undermanned, so you actually have to work together to go ahead and do all these kind of things, and it was really cool to see. And tons of fun to play. So we ended up getting to go through one level where we saved a few planets, then we had to take down a boss. Tons of fun, really cool, something to keep your eye on. Another thing I finally got to get my hands on was a full functioning XboxOne tonight. We went to the Mountain Dew XboxOne Doritos party, and it was really exciting. We got to play Forza 5 on it, and really fantastic graphics. They didn't have all the texture packs then, it was still in beta. Vehicles looked amazing, interiors looked amazing. I got to talk to one of the developers, but actually getting to use the controller or using the full force feedback and stuff is amazing. He sold me on the console. I love the sensitivity and stuff when I played other games, but to have one actually fully functioning with the controller and actually having that force feedback was really cool. If your front left tire hits the dirt, you feel that up in the left bumpers and left triggers. If your back left tire hits, bottom left side of the controller. So really fantastic to see that. Really excited to see how that works for stuff like TitanFall. Still my favorite thing this show was TitanFall. Just that feeling of punching another mech, pulling someone out of it and throwing them. Really excited to play with that Xbox One controller, see how that feedback works with a first-person shooter. It's going to be really exciting. Tomorrow morning, I think first we're going to try to hit up Elder Scrolls Online. Maybe look at a few more things, but we will let you guys know tomorrow night when we wrap things up then. And game on!